Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hacker's Misadventures in Scale Modeling. Now, first off, I have to apologize for you guys because I recently got a part-time job. So my hours vary from week to week, and it's usually starting in the morning until late at night. And I do a lot of walking. Like, I can almost guarantee you I basically do about 10 miles of walking every day. So I'm pretty tired when I get home. But my day off, and I'm going to do some reviews. Now, what I have here is two Airfix kits. I got the Airfix Typhoon that I wanted, and I got the new Airfix Tempest Mark 5. So let's do the Typhoon first, considering it came before the Tempest. So let's see what we got here. So the box is unopened. I've never seen one of these kits in the flesh, so this is the first for me. In fact, both kits I've never seen in the flesh. Okay, there we go. Now, I like the drawings on the front. The shark mouth. I already did a 32nd scale Typhoon years ago, and if I'd known that there was a shark mouth, I would have done it, but I took a different route. Anyways, so let's see, the kit number is A02041A. So let's have a look inside. Comes in typical Airfix one bag fits all. We have our decal sheet and our instructions. So let's look at the instructions first, shall we? I'll just do this and put this aside for now. Now, it comes with, the instructions are the newer type that Airfix is putting out, which is, I like them a lot. They're well done CAD drawings. Now, of course, you start off with the cockpit and the instrument panel. You fit those in the side of the fuselage. The wheel wells come separate, along with which you attach the radiator to, and then you slide the whole works into the fuselage. You put this plate, the fuselage, and the pilot in, if you want to put a pilot in it. Then you put in the exhaust. Tailplanes go on next, and the rudder. Kind of wish they separated the tailplanes, but hey, let's not be picky. Then the whole fuselage goes on the bottom of the wing. You gotta remember to put this little guy in it, because that's the friend of foe. You can also put it wheels up with the stand. We put the top wings on. Now, you can't open it up to show the gun base, which I'm going to do. And you can put the guns in. Now, you can put the guns in, not paint the inside, or you can paint the inside with the doors open. We got our landing gear put on. Now you got the option of open and close. You have the rocket rails, or you can have bombs. I'm not too sure if they could carry some of each. I'll have to look that up, but you get 8 rockets or 2 bombs. You put your propeller together, and the canopy comes a separate feature, which is good because you can have it open or closed, so you can see the interior. Then we get our color callouts. Now, I'm pretty sure these are Humbrol colors. I think they are. And this one is for number 245 Squadron, 2nd Tactical Air Force, Germany. RAF Warmwell, Dorset, England, July to August 1945. Then you get aircraft, and the next one is aircraft flown by Wing Commander Charles Green of number 121 Wing, Royal Air Force, Holmesley, South Hampshire, England. Okay, is there no? No, that's it. So let's look in the bag and see what we got here. We'll cut it so we can seal this bag up later. Parts back in it, and we can seal it up and save it for when I get a chance to build it. So, thankfully, they remembered to put the Canopy in a clear bag so it doesn't get scratched up. I'll throw that over there. Now, the panel detail isn't bad. Let me get a closer shot at this for you. There we go. Get it going the right way here. Clear it up a little bit. As you can see, nice detail, especially with fish scale strengthening at the tail, because Typhoons at the beginning had a bad tendency of their tail separating from the fuselage. The fabric is nice on this. Interior detail looks great for the scale. The wheel wells look great. You could probably spruce those up with a little bit of copper wire in that. The landing gear looks good. There's hardly any flash on this. And it's the harder plastic, so it should be easier to build. Then there's the top. Oh, sorry. Then there's the top of the wings, which has the rest of the cockpit in it. Propeller looks good. Everything looks really good. The stabilizer detail looks good. And then you got these ones here for if you want to close up the canopy. Rocket wheel rails have good detail. Now, as you see on the other side, there's where your gum bays are. Now, you're supposed to be cut those out. So, and I think they give you another. Yeah, they do. They give you open doors, so you don't have to worry about chopping this, raking this. You just cut it out nice and carefully. Here's the other side of the fuselage. It looks really good. It looks really excellent. The landing gear looks good. Exhausts look good. We have the instrument panel, which I'd probably be replacing it with an aftermarket instrument panel. We got the gun bay. See, there's a little detail on the bottom, but the top looks great. Then you got your open doors. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a set of PE for that, but I have to look. The wheels look good, different, two halves, but they look okay. They give you the flat weighted wheels. I'll probably replace those with resin myself. The lower wing, which has some strengthening details, which is nice. Your rockets look good, though I think there's also PE brass fins, so you could replace those with your bomb shackles. You see the mount for your seat. Your seat looks good. It's got that fabric covering. The interior of the radiator, and there's the radiator right there, which has, get my camera to focus, which has a nice detail too, but I think there's also PE for that too. And under the wings looks really nice too. Now, let's have a look at the canopy. Airfix canopies have been good lately. It's not like the old days when they were thick as barn doors. If we get this camera to focus, as you can see, over here the numbers, the canopy is really clear. Okay, so is the windscreen. Now the decals, are no longer like the old Airfix. They're really nice. You can very sharp, well registered. There's your shark mouth, though it looks kind of funny the way they got it laid out there. It gives you the invasion stripes, but personally I'd probably go with, well, I'd probably use these, but probably I would go with masking it and painting it myself. Gives you the instrument panel, but I can do better. That looks really nice. Okay, so let's take the Typhoon and we'll put it back in the box at the moment. Throw it all in here so I can put it back afterwards, and we'll go on to the Tempest. Now, the number, oh, fix my focus. I'm going to fix my focus here. So the number for this is A02109. So let's have a look at this one. It gives you two options. I haven't seen this one either, so let's have a look. I got the KP one. It was not too bad, but they say that the Matchbox kit was more accurate, and the only one that was as accurate was the Heller kit and the Canopy kit. So I have that one here somewhere. Hang on a sec. There it is. Alright, so I have this kit. So let's see, I'll get it out and we'll use the fuselage. They say the fuselage and that are good. I originally got this kit because up until recently there was no Mark IIs available. Matchbox is the only one that gave you a Mark II. I'll show you in a minute here, for those who don't know. It came as a Mark V and a Mark II. Okay. So just give you a little, because I used one of these kits once before with a Heller kit to make a Mark II. But this is how you make a Mark II with a Matchbox kit. Like that. You could probably do the same thing on here with this one, but why bother when there is a KP makes a Mark II now. Let me get the front off out of here for when I do the comparisons, because I need the front part. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is how you make a Mark. This is how you made a Mark V with this kit. KP did the same went the same route. You see? Like that. So let's have a look at, I'll put this over here and use it for comparison. So we get a bag with drop tanks. Now they say that the pylon was clear on the Tempest. I don't think any modeler really cares, but anyways, let's get the instructions out and we'll start with the instructions. We'll go from there. Again, we're going into the new style instruction sheets. Start off with assembling the cockpit with the seat and the mount, which is actually this identical to the Typhoon. A lot of parts in this plane were Typhoon parts. You have the back, your instrument panel, which is basically the same as the Typhoon, just slightly different. The makeup of the radiator is different than the Typhoon kit. Okay. Once you put that and all that in, you put fuselage halves together. You get your wheel well, which is different from the Airfix kit, from the Typhoon kit. Even though they're the exact same wheel wells, and you put your guns in. You gotta drill some holes and put some stuff, your landing lights in. You put the fuselage together. Now, unlike the Typhoon kit, the top wing and the bottom wing are one piece with cockpit detail in it. You put the rest of your cockpit detail on it after you're assembled, like there. Okay, let's get you up here a little closer so you can see. See how they've done that? Okay, so then you put your sliding canopy on top of there. I don't know if it's a one-piece or two-piece canopy, because I haven't opened the... Put the bottom wing under the fuselage, then your tail planes and your rudder. Now, you can make this, by the looks of it, open or closed. So if you're going to close it, you got to put the doors on it, or you have to cut the doors open and put your tail wheel in. Landing gear is the typical landing gear they use after the Typhoon. So all the Tempests and even the Hawker Sea Fury had the same landing gear. You put your wheel wells in, make sure it's lined up like this. Okay. Then you got to put your braces in on each side. Some more parts for the landing gear, your landing gear doors, your wheels, and the flap for the radiator. Little bits and bobs. Your exhaust comes in 2 pieces, which I think you can get aftermarket ones that are 1 piece. Which would be nice. Sorry about that. I got interrupted by some school stuff. Anyways, where were we? Okay. I think it was saying there's resin replacement exhaust I always get. You get 2 style of propellers, and it mounts right into. You can put that in and then mount it there, which is good because I like my propellers to spin. Don't ask me, I just like it because then I can play airplane. So we have separated canopy, yes, but always, oh yeah, okay, that I get it. I had me worried there for a minute about the setup, but no, it's fine. You can have it open and closed to see the cockpit. I'm pretty sure I can get interior detail for that too. Now, our markings is formed by Wing Commander Roland Prosper view mount of the number 150 wing, New Churchill, Kent, England in 44. Sorry if I'm butchering people's names. I'm not very good at pronouncing names. And we got a New Zealand squadron, number 486 squadron. Royal Air Force, Castle Camps, Cambridgeshire, England. Okay, so let's have a look at the parts. Now, start off with the fuselage. Let's zero in on our stuff here. Get it focused. There we go. So, again, panel detail's not bad. Once you get some paint on it, and then you if you want to put some panel lines on it, that's fine. There's for the canopy, and under here, under the radiator, got two styles of nose plus backing. The interior looks really good. I like it. Radiator comes in 2 pieces, unlike the Typhoon, and the detail doesn't look too bad, but I'm sure there's probably PE photo edge for that too. Your instrument panel, which I'm gonna get a better instrument panel for that. So let's get the fuselage halves out. Now they say that it's lines up fairly good. So let's have a look here. And it's not bad. Not bad. Flip it over here. It's not bad. It lines up fairly perfectly. Put that one on there. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good. I know that the Matchbox kit, it lacks in detail, but back in the day, that was it was either that one or the Heller one. Anyways, there's your landing gear walls for in between your wings. Okay, lower half of the wings. Now that looks fairly good. So you've got the slots to put your landing gear in. There's your closed landing gears. There's your tailplanes. They look fairly nice. Fabric on the rudder is nice. You see it, but it's not overly prominent. You get two styles of landing gear. You get the 4-hole or the 5-hole. Okay. Now here's the top wing. See how it's all like one? This is part of the cockpit. And it's all in one. The panel lines look good. There's the underside for the interior wing ribs that you'd see in the landing gear bay. It'd be like, where is it here? It'd be like, sort of like that. You got your guns. There's your open wheel bay. Bits and pieces, the pilot, the rudder, pedals. That looks fairly good. Now the instructions said 2 types of guns, or was it just the way the drawing was? Looks like it's just the way the drawing was. So I don't see the other ones on here. They might be on here. Let's see. Nope. There's your exhaust in 2 pieces. There's your landing gear, which looks nice. A little bit of wire for brake lines that look good. There's the other part of the landing gear that goes on the inside. The doors, landing gear doors, they look nice. They look well detailed. And there's your propeller. Okay, so let's get on with the canopies. Cut this so we can package it back up again. Let's see how clear this is. Okay, adjust my focus here. Okay, so put over here where the numbers are. So it looks, this is the canopy here. Okay, right here, and it looks really clear. Little distortion. Same with the front windows. Doesn't really matter on the fuel tanks because the fuel tanks be painted, but the mounts were clear. I don't know what the explanation is for that. I have to look it up. If worst comes to worst, I can just use the tanks off, the parts off the Airfix kit. Now with decals look really good. Again, personally, I'd probably just mask it for the invasion stripes. I have a cutter that I can just cut this out, scan it, and then make templates that way. But everything seems to be fine. I don't know if that would work or not. That seems like it would be rather difficult. We'll see. I might just paint those. But the rondelles look good. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus. There we go. The registration looks fantastic. Look at those. Look at those letters and stuff. The registration looks fantastic. And there's the instrument panel. Deco, if you want to go with that one. It looks good. I don't know if I can get it I don't know if I can get closer or not. Let's see. Maybe I can focus a little more. There. That doesn't look too bad. You could probably use that if you don't want to. If you don't want to buy in the aftermarket, but the rest of it is really good looking. Love stenciling. Sometimes stenciling makes or break an aircraft. But anyways, there we are. There's our Hawker Typhoon and Tempest Mark 5. I hope you enjoyed this kit review. And remember, every build is an adventure. So go make it awesome, and please support me. And please support me on my channel. And thank you. And have a nice day.